Today in our 2008 Ford F350 Super Duty, we're going to show you how to install the SumoSprings heavy-duty rear axle solo custom helper springs from SuperSprings. Part number is SSR-114-54. Here's what our SuperSpring is going to look like installed. The SuperSprings are going to allow for better handling and ride when we're hauling those heavy loads around. This is going to help reduce body roll side to side, and it also smooths out the bumps. This has a progressive design, so when we're just carrying our light loads, we're not going to have much of a difference in the ride quality of our vehicle. It's going to keep it nice and smooth, nice and quiet going down the road. As we load it heavier and heavier and heavier, our SuperSpring is going to compress more and more and more, giving us the additional support that we need for those loads. Now, since these do work independently from one another side to side, it's even going to adjust for off-center loads. Easy install, it's just going to slide up using the factory bolt hole location. The SuperSprings are made out of a high-density microcellular urethane. This is going to allow for operating anywhere from -25 degrees all the way up to 200 degrees. They also resist UV rays, road salts, oils, and other things we might pick up heading down the road. These helper springs are going to offer a 2,800 pound weight capacity at 50% compression. Before we begin our installation, we're going to get our factory ride height measurements here so we can do a little bit of comparing. So here at our rear wheel, we're going to have about 41 inches. Here at the front, we've got closer to about 38 3/4. Now we've loaded the back of the truck with about 150 gallons of water. Let's get another measurement. Looks like we're at about 39.5, so we've dropped about 1.5 inches here in the rear. Here at the front, we're at about 39.25, so that's going to have come up about 1/2 inch. All right, now with our SuperSprings installed, doing their job, let's see what we've got. Looks like now we're going to be at about 40.5 inches, so we're only seeing about 1/2 inch of drop here. It's going to take a lot of that excess pressure off the rear suspension, helping those items last a lot longer for us. Also going to help us with the tire wear, so we're not going to have to worry about that so much. Also, by bringing this rear end up, we should have brought that front end down some, getting our headlights back level. Let's go check it out. Now back here at the front, we've split that in about half. We've gone back down 1/4 inch to about 39 even. This is going to help get some of that weight back on our front tires, increasing the handling, the braking power, and again, also leveling out those headlights so we can see where we're headed. Now to begin our installation, what we're going to need to do is just to remove the factory jout stop. There's going to be a nut located on top. We'll get our ratchet up on there. That's what our bumper is going to look like. There's the nut on top. We used a 15mm socket. Now we can grab our SumoSpring. We want a washer to be placed on. Then we've got our bushing, that's a spacer. And then the open side of this should face over toward the middle of the truck, just like that. And then on top of that, we're going to place on a washer and also a nylon lock nut. Now that we've got our driver's side nice and secure, we'll head over to the passenger side and we'll repeat that exact same process. And that's going to complete today's installation of the SumoSprings Solo, the heavy-duty custom helper springs for the rear axle, part number SSR-114-54.